Hello everyone, welcome to Princeton Review Singapore, and we will be looking at the algebra section of the Math SAT. This is part 1 of a 4-part series. If you find this video helpful, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, and also check the link in the description if you want a full guide on both the English and Math section that Princeton Review provides. Before we get into sample problems, the main thing we highly recommend to simplify your math problems is the 2 main goals. The first being RTFQ, reading the final question, and the second being PITA, plugging in your answer, which is what Princeton recommends and will help to not only understand your questions easier, but also double check your answers if you have time. Now for the content of algebra, there are 5 simple things you need to know: functions, linear models, exponential models, quadratics, and systems of equations. Functions are generally in the form of y equals mx plus b, where m is a slope, which is change in y over change in x, and b is some constant. The main thing you need to know about a function is that for every input x, there's only one output y. Linear and exponential models are verbal scenarios representing either exponential or linear growth or decay. Linear growth or decay means a quantity of something is increasing or decreasing at a constant rate. Exponential growth or decay means a quantity is increasing or decreasing at different rates. Quadratics are represented usually by either one of these 2 forms: y equals x minus constant times x minus constant, or y equals x squared plus x plus some constant. They usually have a vertex, which is either the top or bottom of quadratic curve. Systems of equations are used with problems where they give you 2 separate functions. You'll be tested to find where these 2 functions intersect, meaning when they pass through each other. These questions will normally be in the form that asks, find the solution of this system of equations. They may also ask if the functions are parallel or not, meaning do they have different y-intercepts but the same slope. Now that you know the basics of algebra and what is expected, here are some practice problems that use the 2 methods RTFQ and PITA. This is question 1, and you may pause the video if you want to answer it yourself. With question 1, it could be easier to see the final question in numeric form. So let's set up an equation. Let's have the number represent the variable x. Looking at the question, we can see that 140 plus x is equal to 3 times x plus 60. There we can use algebra to solve the equation. So we subtract 60 on both sides and subtract x on both sides, leaving you with 80 equals 2x. Divide both sides by 2 and x equals 40. So question 1 is D. This is question 2, and you may pause the video if you want to answer it yourself. The good thing about Princeton is that they divide the questions into different steps so that you can easily get to the final answer. Using RTFQ, we can see that we need to find the final value of 1 divided by k. And we can do this by solving for k using the initial information given. What we recommend when seeing denominators in questions like this is to get rid of them. So simply multiply both sides by the denominator and solve for k, leaving you with k equals 1/2. However, you're not done yet. The question asks you to find what is 1 over k, not k, so don't pick C or else you just miss out on a free question on the SAT. The final answer is D, since 1 divided by 1/2 is 2. That is it for the short guide on algebra for the SAT math section. Thank you for watching and good luck studying for the SAT.